Hi everyone, Miss Vidino here, and today I am here to give you a direction preview of what you will be working on for the end of our lessons on Rip Van Winkle. So this is a comprehension checkup. So it's pretty much an assessment of what you should know after reading that short story with us throughout the week and whether or not you were paying attention or understand what the story is about. So I'm going to take you through what you should be doing for a comprehension checkup. And if you weren't in class at whatever point, whether it's today or, a previous day, you can look back at this video so it can give you directions on what you need to do. And obviously, if you have any further questions, you can ask me along the way. Just shoot me an email and I can help you. So with the comprehension checkup, I give you 9 skills that I want you to try to achieve throughout the course of this week. So we're going to start it in class on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when you're with me. And you'll have until the end of the week to finish it. But we will be moving on to The Legend of a Sleepy Hollow when we see each other again in class. So I'm going to give you all day the first day and then kind of start something new in preparation that you're going to finish this checkup. So we can move on. So it's like an interactive Google slide. You're going to click the start button here. So I'm going to click present mode here so everybody can see. You're going to click start. Here are objectives on the left-hand side. This is all the stuff that we should know how to do and what we're going to be doing. Sorry, that just appeared. What we're going to be doing for the remainder of the presentation. Okay. So the first step is you have to click on RIP to listen to the directions. Ooh, music, which is me. Hi. So I will give you directions on this, and this is the whole screencast that I'm doing right now. So if you click on RIP, this is going to pull up. So hello again. If you click the book, it's going to take you to a brief version of Rip Van Winkle. So you just click that, and you can quickly read through the story again if you have any problems. Okay, this is our question toolbar on the right-hand side. And on the right-hand side, you have 9 questions here. Each symbol takes you to a different question. Okay, so that's what we're going to look through right now. So if you click on question number 1, it's going to talk about vocabulary. Okay, so you're going to drag these text boxes or synonyms to the correct word. So by the end of this activity, the right side should be empty and the left side should have a green box next to whatever yellow box fits that description. Anytime you want to go back home, you can always click the home button at the bottom and it'll take you right back to the main page and probably start that music again. I'm not good. Anyway, if you click on the mountaintop next, it's going to take you to characterization, which you should already know how to do because we've been talking about characterization for literally the past 3 weeks. So if you remember correctly, or if you look back, what are 5 adjectives that you would use to describe each thing? So we have Rip, Dame Van Winkle, and the Catskill Mountains. If you're not prepared to do this, you can always watch this video at the bottom that goes through the different characters. This is called Course Study, or Course Hero, I apologize, and it takes you through the characters of Rip Van Winkle, and you can actually blow that up too if you need it to be bigger. The next one is a plot sentence structure activity. I gave you a word bank, and with this word bank, you are going to try to create sentences that talk about the plot of the story by using one of those keywords in the sentence. So for instance, if you know that the marriage dynamic between Rip Van Winkle and Dame Van Winkle from the story, you can make a sentence with the word marriage and talk about how Rip and Dame either get along or don't get along based on their marriage. And that is a sentence that supports the plot. Okay, so you're going to do that. I only need 4. You can double up our words or you can just pick a keyword per sentence. Okay. So again, you want to try to create sentences that talk about the plot or what has gone on in the story based on the keywords that you use. So like when Rip escapes from his wife to kind of get away and lose himself, where does he go? You can use that keyword to create a sentence. This is just a comprehension check, true or false. You're going to highlight the choice, whether it's true or false. And if you highlight false, you need to explain why it is not true. So you'll just type in that box. The next one talks about conflict. Okay, you're going to pick one. On the left, it's either talking about how the marriage of Rip and Dame is a problem, or the stranger giving Rip liquor and Rip falling asleep is a problem. So by the end of this, you should be able to achieve what the problem is with either of those scenarios. You're only picking one. Hint, if you're watching this video and you do both, I'll give you extra credit. Comprehension check number 6. You're going to highlight your answer. The question is, which of these may be a sign that more than one night has passed when Rip Van Winkle awakens? Okay, so pick your best choice. This talks about perspective. What does Rip think about each of these people or objects? So we're talking about his wife, his dog, and the village. So in Rip's mind, how does he feel towards each of these 3 things? Does he like them? Does he not like them? Does he act a certain way around them, etc.? The next one is comprehension check. It says, when Rip returns 20 years later, is it the United States yet? And then what clues in the text above help you understand that it is? So what things in that paragraph stand out that you know that the American territory in the beginning has now just officially become the United States before Rip, while Rip is sleeping? Okay, so we talked about this last class. And then this is extra credit. I want you to continue the story. What happens to Rip in his old age, and how does Rip live out the rest of his life? So basically, like, we talked about how the story kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, like he lives with the people in the village and everybody just is like okay with the fact that he grew old and slept for 20 years. But what happens after the fact? His wife is gone, his kids are older. What does he do with himself now? So if you can create a sequel to the original story, I will give you a lot of extra credit points for that. Okay? So if you're able to do all of these tasks, okay, like I said, there's 9 of them, 9 being the extra credit question. Okay, you have fully understood Rip Van Winkle, the story, and have been assessed on it so we can move on. Okay, so that is my challenge for you. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or send me a Google private comment. Thank you for listening, and if you need to rewatch this, you can rewatch this as many times as you want. Just make sure you click Rip when you want to listen to me for the directions. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.